Okay, let's go ahead and play Legionbound. Okay, so I gave Legionbound a try earlier. One of the things that immediately hit me from when I started the game is the audio of the game. It's really, really loud, especially the music, so I had to turn it down. I even tested it with my recording earlier, and it was a bit too much, like it overwhelmed my voice. So I had to turn it down. So it would be nice if like the default audio is probably half, because having this, yeah, it overwhelms everything that I'd like to hear. Like the music is really loud by default. But other than that, most of the effects seems to be okay. So yeah, let's just tone down the mastered audio by a little bit by default, so that the first time someone opens the game, it reminds me of old games where you just open a game and the audio just full blasts on your ear, and yeah, it's just deafening. But other than that, yeah, most of the settings are fine so far. I was able to do a couple of runs. I didn't beat the first map, but I was able to do a couple of runs and unlock the bard, which is a pretty good support to have. But let's see. Roguelite. So I'm loving the skill tree system. This reminds me kind of like of PoE. PoE is something that I've enjoyed very much, so it's cool to see this. And it's cool that you guys did the hero unlock through this, like this way. Let's see. Okay, let's unlock this guy. Size. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about or mention from my early runs is one is I hope there's a way for us to see if the ultimate bar is charging, because as of now I don't think there is. I haven't noticed anything. I can tell that the cleric spams his ult if we place it on the front line, because that way, like if he's getting hit over and over, his ultimate gauge fills up pretty fast and he spams his ult, which is nice, especially as a healer with overshield. But the thing is, I can't really tell how fast it actually fills up, especially with the wizard. So the wizard is a slow hero. I'm guessing ultimate is filled up whenever you cast your ability or you attack. Exception for the cleric, which if they get hit, he gets his ult faster. But for the wizard, I can tell that his ult is very slow. Like I'm at wave 20 plus, like 24, and that's the first time he's gonna cast his ult. You know, even with the bard, with the encourage ability of the bard. So with him buffing everyone's action gauge so they can spam their abilities faster, the wizard's still a bit slow. So it's nice because it's nice to be able to see when it's gonna be charged up, just so I can tell if I need more bards, or is a wizard like a very heavy investment type of hero to have in your party. Like I have to invest in my unit supporting him, because his ult is really strong. Like I cleared an entire wave with his ult earlier. So yeah, it would be nice to have those, being able to see the ultimate bar fill up in the screen. Another thing that I wanted to mention is I hope the duelist, I hope its ultimate gets changed, because so far they have the same ult as the bard. Let's see if I've unlocked. There's an auto crit rush out. They drop extra gold. Oh, that's nice. So it's an execute, or not really an execute. It's more like a bounty hunter type ability. Okay. Front row heroes gain 50% counter. Now these ultimates are unique, but for the duelist and the bard, they have the same ultimate. And the reason why I hope it's the duelist is because Song of War makes a lot more sense to go to a bard. I hope the duelist gets a different ability. If the Song of War does stay with the duelist, then I hope the bard gets a different song for his ultimate. Because I understand duelists are, you know, they're flashy fighters that tends to sing about themselves, so you know, lore wise it does make sense that he has a song as an ability as well. So if that's the case, then yeah, I hope that one of them changes their ultimate so it's not the same ult. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying the game. I've spent like half an hour on it earlier just to test it out. For the stats, I hope there's a way for us to see, because so far I haven't really seen how to identify what the stat does. Like, I would understand Constitution is health, Strength is damage, Dexterity is, I'm guessing, dodge chance, but I'm not sure. It can be damage for the range heroes as well. Magic is of course for the wizards, that's their damage stat, and then the 2 defense, so that makes sense. But the Dexterity one is what I'm most curious of, like what does it do exactly? So I'm just basing it on the skill tree, since you can get your stat here. So all heroes gets Dex, so that's just Dex. So defense based heroes gain chance to block. So how can I identify if a hero is defense based? Like, is there a way for me to see? Yeah, there's no way for me. I don't think there's a way for me to see if a hero is defense based. I can look at their stat and I can say that a Swashbuckler has high defense, so he's probably defense. A warrior has high strength and constitution and secondary defense, so is he considered a defense hero? And the duelist, I believe, he has B for his defense as well, so I'm not sure if this is a defense hero as well. It would be nice to be able to see an indicator of whether this is like what's the main stat, like in Dota or Warcraft, like this specific hero has this stat as its main stat, so it's that based type of hero. It's pretty obvious. I can tell that these are Dexterity, Mercenary, Rogue, Swashbuckler. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm guessing he's defense based, since he's the one with the highest defense, even over the warrior. He even has better magic defense than the warrior. He just has a little bit less constitution. So yeah, just some indicators, better visual indicators on what the stat does and how it actually, like, what heroes benefit from it the most. Like, if they're that base, because I believe defense-based heroes gain magic. Yeah. So yeah, this is an isolated case for this one, because it says that defense heroes, defense-based heroes. Okay, so yeah, it would be good to be able to identify who are the defense-based heroes. Yeah. Dex-based heroes gain speed boost. I'm guessing that's the archer, ranger, but there's no actual indicator. Strength-based, and I believe there's magic-based here. Yeah, magic-based heroes speed boost. So this is the wizard. I'm not actually sure. So the bard belongs down here. What is this? Magic defense? There's no such thing as magic defense-based hero, so I'm kind of curious if the bard belongs to dexterity, magic, or strength, or he doesn't belong to any of them. Just because, you know, he's not really a dexterous hero to do attacks. He's not really a defense hero that can frontline and tank, but I'm not sure if his action gauge is considered as magic. So yeah, just some clarity, like being able to understand that, okay, so this is how this works, because the way I see it, it's very important, since in this game you're gonna want to try to min-max your build, like the party that you're building. Okay, so it's easy, it's nice to theory graph, it's fun to theory graph what team members would work with each other and be able to be able to min-max their abilities, like mass barding into like 4 bards into 1 wizard, and then they just inspire each other until the wizard just spams his magic missile towards a lot of enemies. Okay, so one more thing that I was curious of is the synergy class. So I get that the rogue, if there's a duelist, he can build up a meter and then he becomes a rogue, or becomes an assassin. But if that's the case, so is this the only change? Like, is it just a new ability for the assassin, or do stats change as well? I'm guessing it stays the same, just a better basic ability. I'm guessing that's the only difference. It's nice visual candy as well that it changes there. It's visual from a rogue to an assassin. It looks like a bandit marauder, brigadier. But yeah, just curious if this is the change for synergy because it looks very powerful. It's from what 2 attacks to 3 attacks with increased crit and damage. So yeah, I was just curious if the stats change or anything. But yeah, overall the game's been fun. I haven't beaten the first level yet. I've just been stuck at wave like 24. So the build that I was going with was a warrior, a cleric, a bard, a wizard, a ranger. Because I'm not really much of a duelist type of guy. But since we've unlocked swashbuckler, I want him to be my front line. And for the ranger, I kinda want the mercenary paid. Dexterity increase based on gold carried up to 100% first. I'm gonna spend my gold often, so I guess I'll just stick with the ranger for now. But it would be nice if he can spam his ult. And if he gets a last hit, he'll get extra gold for us. So it's like gain some. Can I have multiple? Oh, cool. That's cool. I can have multiple. Right, so I've been playing in difficulty 2 since I believe this is at like a medium difficulty. I'm not sure how difficulty works, but I always try to go for the middle difficulty in games, especially if it's my first time playing them. I tend to play it on higher or harder difficulty, but that really depends on the type of game that I'm playing. Like if it's an FPS like Doom, then yeah, higher difficulty would be a lot more intensive. But for this strategy games, I tend to play it in a bit like normal or a medium difficulty, just so I can gauge the game, how it feels and all that. So do I want a rogue? If I'm gonna get a rogue, I'm gonna need a duelist. Having a rogue is good for single target, to say the least. So yeah, let's go ahead. Immune to stun. One thing, yeah, that's another thing that I'm actually curious is there a way for me to identify if a unit or if a hero gets stun or debuff? Because I'm guessing no. I haven't seen a debuff icon. I've seen the buffs icon. I've seen like if the duelist or the bard sings their song of war, we get a buff like indicates that we're gonna guaranteed crit. But I haven't really seen poison. Was that it? Was that like the quick poison? That wasn't even fast forward. That was just a quick glimpse of poison. So I'm just curious if there's any way for us to change or to see visually the debuffs that we have, because I can't tell if I'm getting stunned by these enemies, if I'm getting poisoned, but it would be nice to be able to see that. Okay, so yeah, this is a nice addition, similar to Risk of Rain. Like the longer you clear the wave or the longer you progress, the harder and harder it is. So fastest is best. I actually like that. That means that I have to min-max my strategy. Like I'll have to focus on what I want. I have to commit on what I want to get. Oh, cool. We got a bounty. Let's see if we can hire more. I think we can hire more. And then block chance. No. Items are a bit expensive, but I guess I understand why. Heroes, I understand why they get more and more expensive, because you're trying to keep up with the level of the team. So that makes a lot of sense. But for items, I guess it's just expensive in the early, but later on, since heroes are more expensive, that's when you start to get items. So yeah, I have 3 mercenaries. See, I can see that they have guaranteed crit because of that. Let's get another bard just so everyone can attack faster. Not even sure how good is your constitution. You have decent constitution. Have pretty decent frontline stats. Yeah, that's the auto dodge. Right, so it's refreshed. Wizard, a duelist, a bard. Bloodthirst. Action gouge when an enemy dies. And no, I'm good. Not sure. I guess that's just it. It's a lot more beneficial to use that when you have more heroes already. But so far, I'm still trying to save up until I get around like 12 heroes. I'm not sure, but from what I understand from my couple of runs, is more heroes is the better. And the earlier you get them is better because they level and they're not as expensive. So I'll just try to get as many heroes as I can during the early stages of the game. Let's get those skill gems. Right, before it gets more expensive, let's get another bard. I kind of would like to have another, what do you call this? Another cleric though. Oh no, the cleric's dead. We have no healer. Can I pay it? Oh, I need one more gold. Come on. Where is he? No, I lost a mercenary. I feel like I invested too much on the bards this time around. But let's see. I don't need a wizard. I need another cleric. Oh, does it reset the... Oh no. It got blown up. Yeah, I don't think I can afford it. Yeah. I guess a good start would be have a frontline and support. But that would actually make my start of the run a bit slower, so the difficulty might spike up before I can even get far. Huh. I love the post-run screen, by the way. Being able to see the stats of everyone. Like, I can see what specific classes is doing the best. Like, what's the best DPS. And... Whoa. Swashbuckler actually doing a lot of damage. Being able to see how much anyone does. Yeah, I guess having too much mercenaries isn't good since they can't really spam their oaths, so I can get return of investment. The wizard is always gonna be high, I'm guessing, because of the bounce or how much damage he does with an attack. Okay, let's start another run. Okay, let's not go with double mercenary instead. Oops. Let's go with 2 bards and 2 clerics. And then we just buy our DPS along the way. Let's go with difficulty 2. Let's go. Synergy spotted with who? I didn't notice that earlier. Who are you synergized with? Yeah, our damage is so bad. Let's see. The firebomb. Yeah, ranger's fine. What's your skill again? Strike one enemy when you have a chance to counterattack. Alright, so that's why you dealt a lot of damage. Just kept counterattacking. Okay. Let's speed this up a bit. I didn't notice that I was at 1 speed. I don't think I've encountered an enemy that stuns yet. Maybe I just haven't seen it. Actually, is there a glossary for enemies? There is, right? Is this for bosses only? Okay, I guess this is for bosses. There's no entry for normal enemies yet. Okay. Go ahead and continue. Legend. Is that actually just the name, or is there like a legendary type of characters in that you can get from the higher board? more. There. Okay, I need one more. Come on, come on. Nice. So, do you have special stats? I don't think you do. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any special. It would be nice though, like if there's a special type of the same character with boosted stats, it's just highlighted here. Like a bard with really high defense or constitution. Alright, let's get a wizard. That means it's just gonna leave us here. Okay, I'm curious what do I need for the synergy to build up? Is it the bard? Yeah, it's either just the bard or the cleric. I guess that's what I started with. Got good damage, good sustain, and some good supports. Amazing. Let's see, it's on the bottom. Oh, it is. Cool. Okay, it's on that corner of the shield. Let's see if it raises up later. Yeah, another cleric would be nice. The wizard is doing heavy lifting in terms of damage. And the bard's boosting everyone, which is good. Refresh. I'm gonna get one more bard and just focus on DPS after. Yeah, it's still raising, okay. Okay, let's put one more bard. Where are you? Put you here. Doesn't really indicate which allies, right? It just says raised for 3 of them. Okay. Yeah, it's already tricky and I'm only in wave 16. I have no damage. So let's fire up these. Oops, stay in the back. Can't really use it. Mercenary. Oh. What got bursted down? Oh no. Too much defense and supports. Not enough damage. Let's see. I want at least just the energy for this guy. The duelist died. No! Okay, so there was a stun. Which one does it though? Oh god, that was a quick ult by the wizard. But yeah, again, that's one of the things that I wish I could see. If one of the classes is about to ult based on their ultimate gauge, since I can't really see it. 160. Okay, well, if they're the last support. Use this. Resistance to negative effects. Their spells. I don't really use spells. Like, I see that you can buy it, but I don't really wouldn't really want to focus on getting it. What's the druid? What did you do? Our allies in range suffer reduced debuff duration. Entangles one enemy with magical use, dealing weak damage and slowing them. Deal small damage damage to an enemy in large amount. Oh. So he's like a debuffer. Okay, that's cool. Fine, let's go for a normal build up. I can't really save up money. I wonder if having a little swashbuckler would just make it so much easier. Wait. Okay, and then let's hire a cleric. Don't have a duelist yet though. You can't really build up to become an assassin yet. Excuse me. Okay, let's just get some money. I might do this. Well, it's not as bad as the one from earlier. Like the comet spell is really strong. We should save up for that one. That one we're gonna reach. I think it's gonna change before I can get it. But let's just get these two. Go on the front. Front row heroes. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I like the Swashbuckler's ultimate. Be able to just counter-attack enemies. There's a nice debuff, but the enemies can't really attack that fast. Okay, let's see what we can hire. Another druid. I'm a sucker for debuffing enemies. Yeah, so we have a lot of coverage in terms of your aura. I'm guessing it doesn't really stack, so there's no point in overlapping it over and over. I need clear speed though. The warrior's got good clear, although I don't know how often he attacks. Okay, let's keep going. It's for everyone. And then the dodges. I guess I should fire for the scenario. Nah, I gotta reroll for a wizard. No. Crits. No. Oh no, it's getting more expensive. Yes. Okay. Everyone's able to hold up somehow. I'm gonna put you back there instead, so you don't get bursted down. You're a pretty tanky healer, which is nice to have. Oh, I'm guessing you synergize with the druid. If it works well. I feel like I should have the glossary for the enemies. It kind of seems like they're showing up here, but they're not really. I can't really see it. Being able to see their stats would be a bit helpful, especially if it's like area by area. Like specific enemies are in this area, so you can cater towards like going on full defense instead of magic defense, and then until the boss, because the boss is just magic damage all throughout. You know, those types of situations would be good to prepare for. It's fun to prepare for those types of situations. So being able to see their stats or what they're good at before you fight them would be very good. So far so good. I should probably hire another hero. Sasil. Sasil? I'm not sure how you read that. I thought I read it right. Trickster. Push to counter attack, attacks an enemy with a feint or bypassing defense and stunning them for a moment. Oh, that's actually really cool, Billy. High defense. Cool. It's actually really nice that I have a slow and I have a stunner now. And my stunner is also... oh no. Oh no, my backline healer is dead. My healers. I didn't even notice that they're actually dying. That's my bad, I should have been paying more attention. That's a cool item. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I've beaten Spore Lord before, but that was with a comet. This time I'm not too sure if we can beat him. Yeah, we're gonna die. I guess one wizard is enough. Investing too much on support makes me run super slow. Doing good damage. For a swashbuckler. Guess it's because of the counter attack or trickster. So yeah, yeah. So that's my review for the game so far. It's really good. I'm enjoying it. I've always been a fan of pixel art, so the graphics is very, very appealing for me. Love the Path of Exile tree. It's really cool. Just wish that it's easier to identify like what heroes are defense based, dexterity based, because I can tell like, yeah, this is magic. Sorry, the druid is magic, of course. I think, yeah, I feel like he's magic. The ranger is of course a dexterity, warrior is strength, but there are defense heroes too, so I guess that's swashbuckler. But does warrior count as a defense hero? These things, you know, just make it easier for me to clarify what hero does what hero benefits from what, and then being able to see the ultimate gauge, just so I can confirm like, okay, so this hero builds up ultimate very fast, so it's nice to have him as an ultimate, as someone who will spam it, like the cleric. Like if they are in the front line, their ultimate is just gonna be up most of the time, because they're tanking and then they're just healing, and then they spam ultimates and overshield each other, which is good. Yeah, it would be nice to know when the ultimate is filling up, and it would be nice to confirm like what stats, like what these stats basically do, because everyone has them. Like even the dexterity heroes has strength, so is it damage? Like is there damage based on strength, or does dexterity increase it, and then does dexterity also increase their dodge rate? Like depends on what they're based. I'm guessing it's similar to Warcraft or Dota, where their main attribute is where their damage or their abilities is scaling off of. But yeah, it would just be nice to clarify, just to confirm what exactly does what. So yeah, other than that, yeah, loving the game so far. I'll be playing more. I guess I could give it a couple more hours, since I want to unlock more of the classes and actually beat the first area. Okay, so there's 3 area available for the demo. Okay, I'm just gonna try and beat all of them and unlock Endless and Turbo mode and see what kind of crazy party that I can come up with. Because theory crafting these types of games has always been fun. Auto battlers has been something that I enjoy, especially if let's say I'm playing old school RuneScape on one monitor, then I'll be playing this on the other. it's just nice to see that the party is just fighting, and then you're growing as a player, or your team is growing. So yeah, game is fun. I'll be playing more of it, and hopefully there's more to come with the game's demo. And yeah, I'll go ahead and wishlist it on Steam as well, because yeah, I look forward to the game's success. Thanks!